Alright, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rechach, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone citations to all Akim out there pushing this truth and all truth and sincerity diligently throughout the four corners, alright? I'm the brother Shamar Moth from Great Millstone, Miami, also from Great Millstone, Southwest Florida. All right, coming to you, Akim, with another quick lesson. And Lord's will this lesson be quick, edifying, and straight to the point. All right, this lesson, the title of this lesson is going to be, It's Getting Closer. All right, it's getting closer. All right, and before I crack off on anything, I want to get the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2. All right, and verse 3. Matter of fact, I started verse 1. Habakkuk 2 and 1. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. All right? So it's getting closer, man. That vision that is set for appointed time, all right, that would speak at the end, okay, and not lie. We're in that time, man. And what vision am I speaking of? Speaking of the vision of the RFID microchip, also known biblically as the mark of the beast, man. As stated in Revelation, all right, 13 and 16, which I'll read real quick. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, and I'm going to start at verse 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the number, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. All right, that's the vision we're talking about right here. All right, in this lesson that's getting close. Okay, because as it stands today, all right, us believers, okay, hopeful elect who is patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai to make his second appearing. All right, we're waiting for the Messiah to crack the heavens. All right, the Lord has instructed us to stay on our watch. All right, and that there would be certain prophecies that would happen before his appearing. Okay, and that without these prophecies coming to pass, first, Yahweh Shai won't crack the heavens, man. All right. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 4, and verse 37. It says, by measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered the times, and he doth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled. Right? So going back to the point, man, these prophecies that we're waiting on, these last few visions must happen, all right, in their respective order that the Heavenly Father is, set them to go down in, all right, before Yahweh Shai returns, all right. And again, like I mentioned, the vision that we're speaking of right now in this case, in this lesson, all right, is the RFID microchip, which is set, all right, to come to pass before Yahweh Shai's return, man. All right, and guess what? We're getting closer and closer to that prophecy being fully implemented, all right, throughout the earth. Okay, right now it's a voluntary type ordeal. All right, infrastructure for that system is being laid out. All right, policies are being written. Okay, ideas are being bounced around, so to say. All right, and all of that should be motivating us to want to serve the Lord more, because the all those things that I mentioned will, eventually will, what's the word I want to use? Will merge together, all right, to fulfill that prophecy of the mark of the beast being force, as we read in that Revelation, upon all men. All right, not the elect, so to say, man, because the Lord is going to keep the elect from it. All right, now the brother Ariah, out here in the Southwest Florida, posted a YouTube link this morning in our chat, and Lord's will I'll post that YouTube link and the article corresponding that video in the chat. All right, but that in the video, the host was reading from a website, all right, called biometricsupdate.com. Okay, and the article is actually dated today, but when you Google it, the article is dated yesterday, Salakia. Today is the 29th. The article is actually dated the 28th. When you Google it, you'll see that, that talking point. This article has been floating around on different, media outlets, all right, or news outlets, I should say, of, going back started Monday, okay? So that shows that this is something that's actually going down, all right? And the title, it says Greece launches personal citizen number for a unified digital ID system, all right? So Greece is planning to roll out, all right, what they call a PCN, a personal citizen number, for a unified digital ID system. All right, so they're going to do what with this system, man? What they're trying to roll out, they're going to be able to merge tax IDs, social security numbers, and ID cards all in one place. All right, that place they call the PCN. All right, they're going to centralize the Greece citizens, basically whatever they need to do their daily dues when it comes to dealing with government affairs and stuff like that, all in one. Kind of how the U.S. is doing this push for this real ID. All right, which the real ID doesn't include the tax information and social securities, but like I was bouncing critical thoughts off of ChatGPT and dissecting this article. What's stopping it? There's nothing stopping these governments from including bank information, health information, education, transcript and things like that into these systems that they're integrating or they're building. All right, there's nothing stopping them but laws. All right, and as we see, when dealing with Esau, laws could be changed in an instant. All right, so you could literally go to sleep tonight and everything be straight, and tomorrow you wake up, your real ID has to be updated with your social security number. It has to be updated with your your employer information and all of this. All right, and again, all of this is leading to the mark of the beast, man, because that RFID microchip, all right, is going to be where they centralize, all right, everybody's information. All right, so if you want to be part of their society, all right, they're going to chip you, And within that chip, they're going to write out, all right, they're going to engrave within that RFID technology or that NFC chip, all right, they're going to engrave within it your bank information, so that way you can buy and sell, all right, your ID, your identification information, so they know that you're a part of their system, all right. They're going to do all these things, man. And again, like I mentioned, it's getting close, man. All right, we already see Elon Musk and his push with the Neuralink. Okay, we've seen Sweden. All right, we've seen Sweden with their citizens, you know, being chipped up to be able to board trains and to do transactions. All right, certain companies in Europe have adopted this technology. All right, even certain companies here in the States have adopted that technology. All right, and like like I was mentioning, bouncing thoughts off of ChatGPT, because ChatGPT was basically saying if if these governments that are pushing these systems, all right, go any further, then people might lose autonomy. All right, and I was, I plugged into the prompter. I was like, when people feel secure or feel that anything is more convenient for them, they'll be willing to throw away their autonomy. All right, and that's what we're going to end up seeing with a lot of individuals, man. These people that you see that are these biohackers that you see that are putting these these chips within their bodies, they're doing it as a means of feeling safe and a means of convenience, man. They don't have to reach in their pocket to grab a car key to unlock the car. They could just wave their hands, all right? They don't have to walk around with a wallet with all their bank information and their IDs and possibly, losing their wallets and, a Jouet kid from North Miami picking it up, and hitting up his homeboys, and now they about to pull a Jouet kid. They about to finesse this nigga. All right, that fear has, to them has dissipated. Okay, and that's going to be the driving factor in a lot of people taking this MOTB. Okay, this world, the way it's headed, man. It's crazy. Now, I want to get this last precept and I'll close out. All right. In the words of these niggas from WEF, they want to have surveillance under the skin, man. And to them, they don't give a fuck how you feel. It's either you gonna get down with the program or you're gonna be X'd out. And guess what? As for a man of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua who believes in the Lord, hey, I'll be glad to be X'd out of this fucking society, man, rather than go against, my power. And I pray Yahweh Bashim Yahushua keeps that spirit within me, all right, and within all you who have the same mind, all right, as I do, okay, which that's a mind of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, okay. Now, for those who may be watching this and be thinking, well, that is convenient, because that's something else ChatGPT was, saying too, how people's mind is going to be, well, can I get my ID quicker? Can I renew my shit quicker? All right, can I do this safer? Can I do this? And again, like that driving force, right? Well, here's a snippet of what's going to happen to those that take that technology, man, that branding, that mark, which if you do take the MOTB, all you're doing is pledging allegiance to Satan. You're actually showing, all right, the world that you believe in this beast system that they're putting up, all right? You believe in the image, man, all right? You believe in the beast system, you believe in the image, so you're willing to brand yourself, you're willing to mark yourself to show your allegiance, man. All right. And if you do take it, like I said, Revelation 14, and I'm gonna start at verse We start at verse 9. It says, "And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name." All right. So if you take that MOTB, if you're in the mind of convenience and security here in Babylon, all right, I'm gonna get it to go along to get along type ordeal. Well, just be prepared to bask in the lake of fire. All right, and that lake of fire is going to be on earth. It's not going to be underground, though. It's going to be on earth. All right, and it's going to be brought to you by Yahweh Shem Yahushai via thermonuclear fire. All right, so with that, Lord's will, this lesson was edifying. Again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rechakadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, great millstone, and salutations to all Akim out there pushing this truth and all truth and sincerity diligently throughout the four corners. Shalom.